I am very fortunate to talk to Michael Poulsen of Volbeat, one of the first people to talk to you before the new album even drops, so we can get some scoops here on what's going on. Tell me, how did the whole process go? This is 6 albums in a relatively short period of time.
The process it's great. We are hard workers. If we are not on the road, which we are constantly, we are working at home or on the road, writing new songs. And we just finish up, the newest record is going to be out the 3rd of June. Seal the deal and let's boogie. This time we took the right time at home, to finish up the songs. So I bought a new house away from the city on the countryside and pretty much isolated me for half a year to finish up, the songs, and that was the right thing to do. Every details are totally in the right box, and the recording process was really good. We had Jacob Hansen again as the head producer, and me and Rob has been co-producing. Without any doubt, I think it's our strongest work so far. The melodies are really in the front seat. We got great guest singers and musicians. We got Daniel Jones, we got Harlem Gospel Choir, we got a girl doing some backing vocals on 5 tracks. We got one of my good friends on bagpipe. What else do we got? We got Ron Sinclair on banjo, Anders Petersen on lap steel guitar. Lots of stuff is going on. It's a very solid album. It's a rock album. We are not flirting too much around with all the different styles that we normally do, but it's underneath the layers. This is more a complete Volbeat album.
Complete snapshot of what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm very proud of it.
You answered almost every question I had, by the way.
Okay, well, thank you for the interview.
Thank you very much. Have a good night. Hey, no, are you one of those guys who get song ideas out of the air, or do you have to sit down and grind them out?
I'll say I'm always inspired. It's for me. It's about putting away all the crap, and then get to the good ones. So I always have a lot of stuff to go through. I easily skip around 25 songs until I have the right maybe 13 songs. So I'm always inspired, but when I have a song, we were constantly rehearsing in the rehearsal room, and it still has to be interesting when you play it for 100 times. If it's not, there's no reason for recording it, because don't record a song that you don't go out and play live, because that's why we are here. We're supposed to be on the road and play the songs live, and if they don't work in the rehearsal room, there's no reason for recording. And if you don't record it, you're not going to play it live. So we always use a lot of time getting to the right songs. So what was the question now?
I think you answered the question. Lyrically, you seem to touch on what seems to us to be Americana, gangsters, Old West. Are you continuing those kind of themes?
Yeah, not that much on this album, but there'll always be those true characters that go way back in time. This time on this record is very random. We got different characters. We got Marie Laveau,
the Voodoo Queen.
The Voodoo Queen from New Orleans. We got some other voodoo characters like Papa Legba and Baron Samedi, which is spiritual gatekeepers.
Mm-hmm.
We got what else do we have? True characters. We got Ishtar from the Babylon time.
Yes, Ishtar as in Easter. Almost.
Yeah. We got Mary Jane Kelly, which were the last victim of Jack the Ripper. That's some of the characters I'm going into.
A whole rogues gallery.
Yeah, very, very random, but it's at the very end, it's very spiritually. I use these characters my way, so it's not a typical. It's not like people have heard of those characters before, but I'm just not telling the same story, because how many times do we need to hear the same story? So I put another twist into it. For example, the Marie Laveau story is more me trying to get in contact with her, bring her back to life, to use her spiritual power to get in contact with my dead father. you know, so that I'm pretty much using her as an element. So there's a lot of spiritual songs going on, you know, of course also my own experience with life and how I look at the life we have now, and you know how I can assume if there was going to be another life, or it's really about appreciating what we do while we're here, what we can do, you know.
You're going deep on this one.
Very deep, very deep. You know, I feel very good about it. You know, I'm very proud. So hopefully it is not only songs but lyrics that people can relate to and they can use it in normal day life.
Now, we of course have heard Devil's Bleeding Crown at this point. Are we going to get to hear any new music on this leg of the tour?
You know, we would love to play every new song, but you know, we're simply just not allowed to. And I understand why these modern days. The thing is, you know, if you play the new songs and the record is not out yet, you know, it'll be 2 hours and it'll all be on YouTube.
So come see you in a year.
Yeah, you know, we'll be back later this year, and there'll be plenty of new songs in the set list. So right now we're only playing The Devil's Bleeding Crown. There's been a few shows where we played a cover song from Teenage Bottle Rocket called Rebound.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, you know, we would love to play more new songs, but you know, with the YouTube problems and people recording, you know, it's just not easy.
I have to ask because you, of course, Denmark, right? Your home, correct?
Yeah.
Did Prince mean anything to you or the people of Denmark? What did he mean on that side of the world?
I'm pretty sure that he means a lot for a lot of people in Denmark. You know, I was never really a fan of Prince. I had deep respect for him because I could see the talent, you know, the value. You know, he was extremely talented. I do like a couple of his songs, but I don't have any of his albums. But I know Rob, our guitar player, he was a huge Prince fan. You know, so it was a huge loss for him, and I believe too it's a huge loss for the pop rock music scene.
Anytime we lose anybody musical,
yeah, it's a very huge loss, and right now everybody is dying around us. You know, it's so, and we don't have so many strong characters left. So
yeah, I should mention that you're wearing a Lemmy shirt for people who are only listening. That's the one that obviously got to you, right?
Oh yeah. You know, it's you know, that was one of those really weird wake-up calls. You know, we all been talking like the last 30 years. Wow, we think he's going now, but you know, he always seemed that immortal soldier. You know, so but when it happened, it definitely it got to me, and it's still weird that he's that we're not supposed to see him anymore on any festivals or tours, but he will still be a very, very big inspiration for every band who are continuous, you know, soldiering on the roads, and new bands coming up. You know, he would still be a huge inspiration for a lot of people.
Michael, thank you so much. I'm not going to waste any more of your time, man. I hope the new album does wonderful.
I hope so too.
And we will see you on stage tonight, my friend.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.